Hello there, Aquarius. Welcome into your general weekly reading for the week of March 24th to the 30th, 2025. Let's jump into some Sacred Traveler Oracle cards and see where the reading takes us. Let's do some shuffling. This is going to be a very transformative, very life-changing week for you where you're going to be fantasizing at certain points. You're going to be imagining the best that has yet to come. And it just feels like a time for you where it's as if almost very purposely Spirit's pointing out the imperfections in comparison or even side by side with the more ideal aspects of your current day reality, or at least one or two situations within your world at this time. Because Spirit's saying you need to be thinking about change and asking yourself, well, when it comes to your habits, when it comes to your day-to-day routines, and your beliefs and whatnot, do they align with the changes that you wish to maybe even more so need to see come to be for the future? Okay, and where adjustments are needed, let's make adjustments. You know what I mean? I'm hearing you know best. There's something about you being a truth seeker, a truth teller, speaker, and somebody who is simply meant to more than ever get their voice out there. We're moving on to Gates of Triumph, as well as Protected by Angels. So the Gates of Triumph card is talking about success that expands in your life. Absolutely beautiful. So in the midst of this life-changing, transformative, fantasizing kind of week, you are experiencing, creating, and even just randomly seeing success in different forms coming to be for yourself. It almost feels like you are easily accomplishing at this time. You're thinking about connecting with people in a very one-on-one or small group oriented kind of way, but it doesn't feel to be a week where that's happening too much. And if it is happening, I find that it's very selective, very random, and far and few in between. So that very much speaks upon the fact that this is a very hermit-like kind of week for you, where you're in your own bubble, you're in your own energy, you're maybe caught up in your head. Again, you may be fantasizing in that moment, a little bit distracted. You could be spacing out at certain points. All are very possible. But in a sense, Spirit is saying that you need to keep, going forward along your path, being pushed to remember, confirming, reminding you left and right that you are on the right path with at least some aspect of your reality, if not feeling to be, for some drawn to the reading, your whole path in general. But I feel the week really is being shown to you as a time where this gate is really opening for you, and you need to walk on through because you deserve, a hell of a lot more. And that may be highlighted in certain moments where you stumble upon your speech, you feel uncomfortable, maybe stiff, bad in energy, cold is what I'm getting specifically. These moments of being negatively affected feel to be, I don't see them getting the best of you or really affecting you in your confidence and what you're creating and developing and connecting to in general. But it feels to be a week where highlighting this and noticing this, having this come to be, again, really makes you think about change for the future. And they're saying that if something continuously or more times than not makes you nervous or makes you struggle, makes you feel uncomfortable, then that doesn't have a place in your future, at least after a certain point. And they want you to simply, if we haven't said it already, walk through the Gates of Triumph towards a lot of success and happiness. In the first attempt to get your reading done, it was on the other side of the park. I had to shift over here because of all the kids and whatever was happening. When I started recording, they showed me a vision. It made me feel like I saw a rainbow here on the left-hand side of the frame. And so I find that the week really holds expected and unexpected happiness. There's also a peace about you. It's as if people in your life have been maybe negatively affecting the levels of happiness that you have been holding and creating for yourself. And so it leaves you feeling like you have to protect your energy and your happiness and your peace even quite consistently or randomly. But The Protected by Angels card, because you are cherished by the angels, by your angels, plus some. And so this is a week where you can't help but feel, okay, a lot of fours are popping up, especially 444, screaming the message that you're protected. You may see feathers throughout the week. And so it's a time for you where you need to remember, as you protect yourself in certain ways and maybe other aspects of your life and your path, you are protected. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And your past does not even begin to speak upon how protected you are currently. All right. But, all right, somebody drawn to the reading is going through a bit of a reflecting moment or two about how you've gone through certain levels of spirituality along your path up until this point. For example, somebody is thinking about spiritual increases. I've been through so many of them, and they can be, overwhelming and maybe even underwhelming. But spirituality holds real significance in this week period. But look at this, stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure, Aquarius, and the week really highlights that for you and other people. I also got in one of the last attempts that you're going to find that people are choosing to stare at you or just end up doing so. Heads are churning. People are tuning into your content if you're posting. You can find that people are rewatching or reviewing your content. But it's also a week where there is magic to be created, to be experienced. And they're saying with this card to be the last of your oracle. Okay, it's not the last one. Love flows through you and to you. And that's what this week feels to be partially all about, as this will be the last one. You're opening up to a new spiritual source, all right? Or even just spiritual source in general. Well, let's pull some tarot. What else do we have for Aquarius? For Aquarius. The Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, as well as the Six of Cups. There will be certain spiritual occurrences throughout the week where you feel like something is around you. It's because it is. You feel like something's happening behind you, but it doesn't visually appear to be happening. It actually is. Do you know what I'm saying? Feeling out and knowing the unseen, the not so obvious, if you will. Somebody, if not multiple people in your physical reality as well, for somebody that's a coworker, will be going through a moment or two where they are spiritually affected for the better and or for the worse. And it feels to be a time where you can't help but see such purpose in that. They almost then can relate to you more as a spiritual soul. They maybe are learning a lesson or experiencing something positively for themselves. It's purposeful. Look at the Hermit card. So it is a week once again where you're keeping to yourself and reaping the benefits due to that. But the Six of Cups, because if we look at the top portion of the card here, you're needing to more than ever enjoy yourself, maybe let your inner child come out to play to add some creativity and innocent joy to whatever you're creating, developing, and accomplishing. But it does feel like this is a week where you can't help but feel like people want to gift you, provide to you, and assist you. I'm hearing support you, but it is also a week where you are feeling, remembrance moments, memories being unlocked for you left and right. But the Four of Cups, because it feels like you can't help but think about and focus upon who and what's not working for you at this time. And I want to remind you, for whatever reason, that just because an opportunity, a chance to do something or further something pops up or is offered to you, does not mean that it's meant for you or it's the right choice. You're an Aquarius, right? You're an air sign. So obviously you're very intuitive, especially at this point. So you need to feel it out. And some of which you don't even need to take a hot second to feel it out. You're just going to know, right? And you may even experience both ways of being, gaining that intuition. And so just decline it if need be. Okay, for some, maybe ignore it or just run with it if it feels right. But the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, as it is a week where the wheel is more so turning in your favor in the midst of compassionate success. It feels like you're filling up your own cup and it helps you fill up the cups of others and fulfill needs or maybe more so obligations, responsibilities for whatever you are committed to or trying to be committed to. And it also feels like with this wheel imagery, they're asking you, where do you want to steer your ship next? Where is what's going to benefit you the most? As you might be someone like myself where you forget to fully put yourself in first place or at the top of your priority list because you have so much going on. But it does feel to be a week where you are absolutely stepping into your power. You can't help but feel like your life is changing for the better. There are moments of, let's just say, judgment, maybe little bits of disgust here and there, disappointment stemming from your energy. And I feel it's valid, but remember that that is can at least at times be low vibrational, so don't play into it, or at least don't continue it. Keep things positive, optimistic, lighthearted, but powerful all the meanwhile. That is where your power lies. That's where you're going to reap the benefits. The Hanged Man, because it feels to be a week as well where at certain points, maybe, what we were just speaking upon, you need to adjust your perspective. But you're also hanging from the tree of your wisdom, and you're therefore seeing the results, pretty soon after. And it feels like you want to put in the work while also wanting to heal and, better yourself and your energy and your way of living. And so they're saying there's a balance to be maybe rediscovered or developed in regards to that. But it also feels like you're hanging from the tree of your individual Aquarian wisdom, and it's really working to your advantage. And it feels like people are seeing you as somebody who's advanced, talented, and experienced, and very wise all the meanwhile. I may also, be an old soul is what they just finished that with. You may already know this or feel this, but to get ready to wrap up your reading, this is a week of true judgment, true honesty stemming from you, coming from spirit, and it feels to be a week, once again, where you're stepping into your power and you're transforming as your life transforms and your life changes for the better. Absolutely beautiful. So those are your messages for this upcoming week. I'm sending you so much love and light. Bye, Aquarius.